reading for August. As you know, maybe you know, I don't know. If you are a subscriber and you follow me on YouTube, you may have known that I think it was the new moon card, no, not the new moon, full moon reading, I pulled a sneak preview of 3 basic cards on which I'm going to do the reading for your sign. So if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you consider subscribing, because sometimes I do giveaways, sometimes I do competitions, sometimes I do these sneak previews, sometimes I do unexpected readings. So maybe you are interested into subscribing, and just click the button. It's below here on, I think it's on this side of the screen, I never know, or maybe it's this side, who knows. There's also a little alert bell, you can click that, and then you're alerted for when a new reading is going to come out, and then you don't have to worry about losing a reading. So Leo, the cards I pulled for you in the sneak preview were 2 of Pentacles, the Death and Rebirth card, and the 9 of Cups. So let's see what this says for you. I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to do, like, you can view them over my shoulder. I'll be pulling a few more cards, or well, a lot more cards from other decks on these cards. And let's see what other cards coming out for you. So I'm going to shuffle them, because then otherwise you may think I have sort of rigged the game, and that is not true. So on the 2 of Pentacles we have the Empress. On the Death and Rebirth, the Queen of Swords. So they are complementary energies, because of course the Queen of Swords is a little bit more, is colder, more rational, and the Empress is more instinctive. She's connected to nature. Okay, the 5 of Wands. I'm going to pull 2 more. 7 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Cups, which is really good to end with. But I also think that, usually these 2 are more like advice cards. So, but let's start with the beginning. Let's not go completely overboard with already running ahead of ourselves. I'm going to pull these down, then I'll pull them up again. So don't worry about it. You'll see them. So 2 of Pentacles. Choices. 2. Yeah, I'll pull it in. Pentacles, like this. I think you can see it well like this. So you can see that this woman is holding a full bag, and here almost like an empty bag, like a cloud bag. So there is a choice which can fill you, and there is a choice which doesn't fill you. Now, what aspect of your life you are having to make a choice in? Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's professionally, maybe it's about a home situation, maybe it's about friends, family, close people, maybe it's something completely different, maybe it's about, a course you want to do, or a study, something you want to learn. Something is going to fill you, something is not. So there is a choice ahead of you. Now I feel that with this Empress, the possibility, or the potential for you to make the right choice is there. But I feel what this Empress is asking you to do is, when you choose, it's not to choose with the rational. And we have this Queen, and I said she's more rational, but she is under this card. So I'm reading this one here. So I feel that the choice you make is like really an instinctive choice, as if it was about life and death. Now I'm not being dramatic here. I don't want to be dramatic here, but this is what it's about. It's really what is bringing me so much joy that I could survive on this. I hope you get my drift. I mean, this is not literal about survival, but it's about emotional, psychological survival. So the choice, you have to go after that what makes you fullest, that what brings you joys, what brings you rewards in the end, that which will fill your heart with joy, with happiness, and also which makes you better, which makes you more of yourself, but also expand your knowledge, your wisdom, but also your intuition, the whole of you. And I really feel it's that powerful, that choice that you have to make because of this death and rebirth card. Because this death and rebirth card, it tells, well, it really says what it says, isn't it? Death and rebirth. Because after death, there is rebirth. So if you make that choice and you go for the one that fills your heart, you have to leave this one behind. This one implies also, leaving behind almost like some fragments of you that don't give this feeling of joy, of abundance, of full, fertile ideas and creativities. So that choice that is implied here is going to transform you in a way. It's transformational, it's transmutational. And oh my God, I hope you heard me, because I didn't put my microphone closer, so I'll put the volume up of that part of the clip, so don't worry about it. But this is transformational, transmutational. There is a big transformation going on when you make the choice, but as I said, the choice, you need to do it from your instinctive part, not from your rational part, because you have, the choice will bring you that abundance. We have here the Nine of Cups, which is always a beautiful card to see, because it's a card that says, oh yes, look at this. She's jumping of joy. There is, from her heart chakra, you see the sun coming, the rays of sunlight, light shining, all these cups around her, that like attracted to her, like belonging to her. I mean, this is the ultimate joy card. And it also implies success. But what is success? I mean, is success only money? No. Is success only achievements in your job? No. Is success only good relationships? No. Success is, when I speak here of success, I'm speaking of a much deeper level of success, meaning, that which fills your heart with complete joy and fulfillment and satisfaction. So it's really almost on an animal level. So what makes you be well attended to? And that is a choice you have to make here. You're going to do it because I feel, but also, please, when you make the choice, think of this card. Think of this card really hard, because I feel here, this here is inner conflict, the Five of Wands. I don't see its outer conflict, because I don't see it here. I feel it's more like you having a struggle here with that choice, because you're going between rational and instinctual. But what I would suggest you, I wouldn't go after the rational. The rational is not going to bring you that complete transmutation. The rational is only going to make you think in terms of, what does society want from me? What do my parents want from me? What does my family, my friends, what do they want from me? And then you're going to go in a rational way of approaching this choice, and you're going to sort of also go in a pleasing way. And I feel that this queen is really like this. Don't do that. Don't be the rational queen. Go with the instinctual one. Go with the Empress one. Go with that one that really fills you. That inner conflict needs to be resolved. You're going to deal with it. You have to deal with it. And because of social conditioning, of course, it's always difficult. It's always difficult to go after what our heart tells us, or our deepest gut instinct, because heart is maybe not enough. I think it's much more than that. It's really like an animal knowing, like an animal knows when it needs to be fed, it needs to feed, when it needs to sleep, how it needs to rest. We have lost that contact with our body knowledge big time. And I feel lately we have been taking practices back in to reconnect to that body knowledge, yes. But it's something that, especially in Western culture, it's not being part of our upbringing or our education even. So yes, of course, that inner conflict is going to be there, because it's, your social conditioning versus your instinctual knowing, your knowing of the true you, the true self. But I feel you're going to make the right choice. And when you make that choice, there's going to be rewards. There's going to be results. So the Seven of Pentacles, this garden here in the Seven of Pentacles, and the garden here from the Empress, they are the same garden, but here you're tending to that garden. So the moment you make that choice, you start to tend to that choice. You protect it, you care for it, and then it develops, and it can bring really beautiful results. And we have then to finish off the Ten of Cups. I feel this here is this is really the celebration, the results, the beautiful coming together. It's like almost like the Nine of Cups, but here there's also family involved. Now I feel this is more you feeling whole again because you made the right choice. It's going to make you feel really, really good about yourself. It's going to bring back something that you may have lost on the way, but with being a little bit conditioned, yes. But there is this big transformation going on. Now, I'm not going to say that all this is going to happen by the end of August. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? That you had all the results, all the beautiful things, even, the cups here. So they're both cups. All your emotions fulfilled, abundance, also maybe even money rewards and financial rewards going with it. I don't know, but I feel it's more like value rewards. Anyway, it would be brilliant if it was by the end of the August that you had really gotten there. But I feel, of course, because cards always indicate a process, it's a little bit further out. But the process is going on during the month of August. It's there. It's fully there. So be aware of that, Leo. Now I'm going to pull two more cards randomly from the Spirit Animal Oracle and from the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. I'm going to pull them first. Hold on. So that I don't see my crystals is a little bit... Okay. So, let's see. Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Wow. Yeah, okay, because this choice, because of this Empress and this Death and Rebirth card, there is that, courage that you will need. And I think you're there. Don't forget, Leo, you are a fire sign, but you're also a fixed sign. So you don't like change a lot. But you do have that fire and passion in you, that passion of going after what you want and what you need. Yes, you do have that. But then again, sometimes change is what makes you afraid because you are a fixed sign. So you like to control a little bit as well, even. But here it says to just be fearless and bold. And that is that going with your gut, going with that deep animal body knowing that you do have, and you have to reconnect to it. Then it's going to be all right. So let's see. I'm going to put it nicely because I like my cards being nice, and sometimes because they're slippery, then it's impossible. Goblins. Now, these cards are new, and because of all the things I've been doing, I haven't had time to really go deeply into that deck. So I'm going to just have a look first. And it says, fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. I'm going to read it because I think it's important here, and I think it's important with the choice, and here with regards to that transformation, that transmutation. Goblins are born when you're wounded, and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, remember when I say this is making you whole? It feels like after the transformation, you're going to be whole, emotionally, physically, spiritually, psychologically. Yeah. But wait on, I'll go back. Go back. From that point on, as you forgot your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. So the goblins. The goblins are really the remnants, the traces of the wounds, of the trauma that you may have experienced. I don't know which trauma you have experienced, Leo, but something in the past has wounded you and has made you sort of divide yourself so that you have not become whole. And now the choice is to become whole again. full. There, so they remain with you in the shadows. So they are there. There they remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. But you are lovable, Leo. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. So that lacking what you need, you don't have, so there is this inner conflict. I feel that also this can be representative of that trauma from the past, the wounds, somebody that wounded you from the past. And that makes, of course, that connection to that inner knowing a little bit more difficult, because these goblins are there. They're sort of like static, noise, interference. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent a shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card's appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. So that is also that inner conflict here, because of the goblins, because of the trauma. And that is that inner conflict to go after what society or what, the trauma has taught you, and to react to that trauma and to react and defend yourself, or to start healing these goblins. And I feel you're going to do that. That is the choice you need to make, most probably. Will I remain with the conflict and the inner self-worth and the low self-talk and whatever you have, low self-worth, low self-esteem, or do I go for my full bag? Do I go for me, completely grounded, fully grounded, and whole again, full again, joy again? And that is whole, that transformation. And that takes courage, of course, Leo. So I really hope you make that right choice, that you follow your instinct and not what people tell you, or that you don't stay, stuck in the trauma, that you don't let these goblins rule your life. You can deal with them. They may trigger you, yes. You may not heal from them completely, yes, but you have to learn to deal with them, because they are there and they will be there, but dealing with them is a choice. And I think that is what you need to do here to become here and to get this here. But the result is really good here. Look at these two cards. I really love these two cards. So Leo, everything, when you do the work and you do this here, it's inner work, yeah, which is death and rebirth. Lots of good things can come your way because you're freeing up your energy towards those good things. So Leo, important reading here. Also, not only August, this is like more, I think this really is going on and going to go on for a few months, because this is way too big a reading to just be a month reading, to be very honest. I'm always, I'm always very transparent in what I do and what I say, because, yeah, I believe in that. So, yeah, hope you get there. Good luck to you. Well, Leo, this is it for you. Thank you for being here. If you have subscribed already, I thank you. I thank you for following me. If not, maybe consider subscribing if you like this video. Also, give me some feedback. Give me some reactions. If you have a question, ask them in the comments. I mean, really, I will reply. Don't worry about that. I will always reply. I will appreciate your comments, your feedback, your story, really. So consider subscribing, because there will be more videos coming out. And if you click the little alert bell down there, then you will probably be alerted and informed for when new readings are going to come out. So during August, what I'm envisioning is the new moon, full moon. And then by the end of August, or maybe beginning September, I don't know exactly, there will be the professional reading for your professional area of life for the last 3 months of the year. I've done for the 3 first quarters of the year, so the last quarter is missing, so that will be out. If you want to know about that, the alert bell, the alarm bell, clicking that is the way to get informed about readings that come out. So that is up to you. I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm not forcing you, but really I do appreciate if you would do that. So thank you for being here, Leo, and bye for now. See you soon.